Yo, today we're gonna talk about Jiyan. This character was so unique that we will never get another one like him in Wuthering Waves. So today, as always, we have a chat about one of the characters in Wuthering Waves. I know that a lot of people like these kind of videos, so I'm going to make more, and this will probably be a new series in the channel. You know, this series wasn't known, it was very private. And you know what's more private? It's today's sponsor, Surfshark. Wait, don't skip, listen, this is a good one. Surfshark is one of the most popular VPNs in the world. It protects your online security and privacy, which nowadays is super important. You know, since hacking is way more common now. Not only that, it prevents public Wi-Fi dangers and grants access to any censored content. Surfshark is even more unique. It has more than 3,200 servers in 100 countries, which gives you more freedom to be literally everywhere. And it has 24/7 customer support. I've been using Surfshark for a while and it's a really great experience. Not only that, you can also get 4 months for free by clicking on the link in the description or using the coupon stioorg, and even when you pay you still have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so this is a great opportunity for you to finally use Surfshark without the risk of disliking the product. Click on the link in the description and download Surfshark now. Anyway, back to the video. So to get the full picture, let's talk about Jiyan, the good things in his kit and what makes him unique. And I want you to focus here because every single point and every single thing that is positive about Jiyan makes him more unique, and if we remove one of them, the perception will change a lot. That's why you need to hear everything. So first, let's talk about the main thing, which is he has a lot of easy things in his kit. For example, he's the only character that has an insanely easy counter. You actually do not need to think when you're popping your ult against most bosses. Jiyan has it easy because he can counter almost every time. As I said most because there's some exceptions, but it's very minimal, and so Jiyan makes you turn off your brain and makes the game easier. And so logically, the damage of Jiyan needs to be mid. You know, he's easy, so at least he doesn't need to be that much powerful. And no, Jiyan has an insane amount of damage for how easy he is, because being almost on par with Shanli while being this easy is something crazy. And we always come back to the fact that he can counter easily, because most of the time you will not stop your combos and need to dodge a lot like other characters. No, he can continuously do his full combo easily, so he can unleash more and more damage, and all of that requires less skill. Now, I don't mean that there is no way to stylize with Jiyan. This is actually so wrong. You can go in depth with this character, but he actually has a very low skill floor. So now we know that he has very good counters and he has very good damage, so he's basically good versus bosses. So what about the mobs? He also, in the same ability, has an insane amount of grouping. He can take all the enemies, and you know these first 3 floors in the TOA where you need to have grouping, at least in the current meta, Jiyan always shines. His ultimate doesn't only group, it also has a big AoE, so his damage is also very good against mobs. Maybe this character is actually made for mobile players, I don't know. He's very easy that I think every mobile player should have this character. You know, we all know that on mobile the game is harder. Of course you can be a good player there, but on PC people have a big advantage, and having Jiyan there, yeah. And outside of his ult, he does have good damage and he can build his ult very quickly because he also has a great team of 4 stars already. Like when we had the game, he already has a great team. Of course his best team has 1 5-star, which is Verena, but his main character that needs to be with him is Mortefi, and Mortefi is doing a great job with him. So now we add all of these points together and ask the question, why will we not get another one like him? Of course you can already tell that these are a lot of things to have in one character. Here's why it's not gonna be repeated again. First thing is, the meta in Wuthering Waves for now, at least even for the 1.2 characters that are coming, they're going with the direction of flashy gameplay with swap combos. We saw the insane amount of combos that you can do with Shanli and also Jinshi with swap back. Now Jiyan also has the swap back mechanic, but it's so easy. While of course a lot of other characters do have easy swap back mechanics, but remember that this is inside of his ult, so when you do it you also are not afraid from the boss because you have an easy counter. But when we go back to the 1.1 characters, the amount of positive feedback that Jinshi got and also Shangli in their gameplay will encourage the developer to go even further with that. And also if we go with Shanli Yao and Jizzy, they don't look this much different. We're still following the same meta. So if we look at the public reception, yes, they think that this is a good meta. We need to have more swap back characters beginners. We don't want easy characters, because if we look at Jiyan, a lot of people like him. He's very good. But if we look at the other half, we can see that so many people think that he's too easy to the point of being boring. And people want to have more fun, because since I made my video before about Shangli and discussing why people are saying she's mid, it's just because of this conversation of Shangli being harder than Jiyan while having the same amount of damage. Yet we still see a lot of people liking Shangli even more. Why? Because of the flashy gameplay, the amount of combos that you can do with the same amount of damage. Of course, this is personal preference, but I think that most people want more mechanics and use more buttons overall. So now let's count how many things this guy have. Brain rot counters, already has a good 4-star team, insane grouping, big AoE, the damage that you get doesn't require much skill, mobile friendly, easy swap back mechanics, and another thing to consider, most people have him. If Jiyan comes back with the PS5 launch, a lot of accounts will have this character. And of course, the main point is that players do prefer more mechanically required characters. So now you might say it's okay, we can have another character that is easy, it's not that hard. That's why I said that people need to focus on every point in this video, because a character can have one of the things that Jiyan has, two of the things. He can be easy, he can have an AoE damage, but there is no way we're getting another character like him, except if the amount of power creep will go insane in the future. So yeah, we're getting like a copy that people won't actually like a lot, but he's just more powerful. But even with that, he will not be exactly the same, because Jiyan is very unique and he kinda broke the game. You know, Ganyu in Genshin Impact or Hu Tao, I think Jiyan is being in the same category here. Now, of course, in the end, I want to say that this is my theory. Of course, I might be wrong. This is what I wanted to do, to have a discussion. Let's see what people think in the comments. If you like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, if you want to help me with my content, you can become a member. Anyway, that was the video. Bye bye.